Unit 8 International Organizations.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Today I want to talk to you about the lessons which I learned in the 10 years during which I had the difficult job of the Secretary General. You will see that every one of my 5 lessons brings me to the conclusion that leadership is no less needed now than it was 60 years ago. My first lesson is that in today's world, security of every one of us is linked to that of everyone else. Security for some could never come to be achieved at the expense of insecurity for others. Security must be collective and indivisible. And I would add that this responsibility is not simply a matter of states being ready to come to each other's aid when attacked. It also includes our shared responsibility to protect populations from genocide, war crimes, ethnic cleansing, and crimes against humanity. My second lesson is that we are not only responsible for each other's security, but we are also responsible for each other's welfare. Global solidarity is both necessary and possible. It is necessary because without solidarity, no society can be truly stable, and no one's prosperity truly secure. It is not realistic to think that some people can go on deriving great benefits from globalization, while billions of their fellow human beings are left in abject poverty, or even thrown into it. We have to give our fellow citizens, not only within each nation, but in the global community, at least a chance to share in our prosperity. My third lesson is that development depends on respect for human rights and the rule of law. Our world continues to be divided, not only by economic differences, but also by religion and culture. That is not in itself a problem. Throughout history, human life has been enriched by diversity, and different communities have learned from each other. But if our different communities are to live together in peace, we must stress also what unites us, our common humanity, and our shared belief that human dignity and rights should be protected by law. My fourth lesson, closely related to the last one, is that governments must be accountable for their actions in the international arena as well as in the domestic one. Today, the actions of one state can often have a decisive effect on the lives of people in other states. So, powerful states have a special responsibility to take account of global views and interests as well as national ones. And today, they need to take into account also the views of what we call non-state actors. I mean, commercial corporations, charities and pressure groups, labor unions, philanthropic foundations, universities, all the myriad forms in which people come together voluntarily to think about or to try to change the world. My fifth and final lesson derives certainly from those other 4. We can only do all these things by working together through a multilateral system and by making the best possible use of the unique instrument we have, namely the United Nations. My friends, we have achieved much since 1945, when the United Nations was established, but much remains to be done to put those 5 principles into practice. Thank you very much.